Hey everybody, it's Mrs. Ross and
William.
And we are here today to talk about a story that we are going to write. And so this is a great kind of story to write when you are stuck in the house because you can use absolutely anything to write this story. So this is a mystery sack story. So I have our mystery sack here and William is going to pick 4 items out of here and he doesn't know what those items are. So he's going to reach in and he's going to pull out the items. And then we are both going to write a story using the 4 items that are in the mystery sack. We are both going to write one. So we are going to pick the items out, have a look at them, and then we're going to go off and write our stories and come back. So the items can be a big part of your story. They can be a small part of your story. They could turn into a character in your story. Totally up to you. So William, why don't you reach in our mystery bag here.
So, I just picked something random?
Yep. There's 4 things in there. What's the first thing you picked out?
Oh my god, it's like
a scarf. Okay, a scarf. All right.
Can I put it on?
No, sure you can. Nice.
I don't know how to tie a scarf, so I'm just gonna keep it like that.
Okay. What else is in there?
Some weird stuff in there. I know what that is. I'm not taking that.
You have to take all 4 things.
Oh. Well, then it doesn't matter.
Okay, what have you got? A fork! All right!
Who knows what I could eat that and put that
Who knows what could happen with that fork?
I would keep it in my mouth, but that's not a smart decision.
Okay.
I already know the other 2 things I'm meant to.
Sunglasses. And the last thing, an egg. Can you hold it up so we can see your egg?
Ooh.
Okay, so we are going to go off and we are going to write our stories that will have a fork, some sunglasses, a scarf, and an egg in our stories.
Wait, because this is a Detroit Tiger scarf, can I write something about the Tigers instead of the scarf? Or do I have to...
Well, you can write about the Tigers with a scarf.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so we're going to go write our stories, and then we're going to come back and share them with you.
Ooh.
All right, we are back with some stories. So, as you can tell, I did mine on paper. William used his iPad to write his. So, you write yours.
More than writing.
You can write your story however you like. So, William's actually going to read his story to you first, and then I'm going to read you mine so you can get some ideas going about our stories are both very, very different. But you can get some ideas going about what you might do to write your story. Okay, William.
Alright. So, it was a warm sunny day in Sarnia, like any other day in summer. William was just sitting on the couch playing video games when he saw the Blue Jays and the Tigers were playing today. He convinced his dad to take him to the game. During the drive up to the stadium, William realized it was going to be very cold for the game and he was in a t-shirt. So he asked his dad if there was anything for him to buy to warm him up at the stadium. His dad said no, they wouldn't sell warm clothes, hats, mittens, or scarves at the stadium. So William had to come up with a plan. When they got to the stadium, it was very sunny, but not warm. Luckily, William had his sunglasses for that. So as William was desperately looking for warm clothes, then he had an idea. He asked his dad to buy a few Detroit Tigers pennants. His dad said sure, but didn't really know why William wanted them. So once William picked up some team pennants, some glue, and some scissors, he was ready for his plan to commence. At this point, the game was already in the 6th inning, so William needed to hurry up. He started to cut the pennants and the glue. He started to cut the pennants up and glue the pieces together to make a scarf. All that was left to do was glue one more piece, but he had ran out of glue. Frantically looking through his bag he brings to the games, he found out everything from sunscreen to even an egg, but he didn't find one thing that seemed promising. William found a fork. If he could stick the fork in between the 2 pieces, he would be done. So that's what he did. The scarf was done. William was warm and he could enjoy the game now. But wait, the game's over, said William's dad. William couldn't believe it. All his hard work for nothing. But if you really think about it, said William's dad, this could be a lesson for next time, to bring everything you need. That's a good point, said William. The next morning, William told his mom the story, and they all had a good laugh about it. Maybe next time William will keep a coat instead of an egg in his bag.
Nice. I like it. So he's used his 4 items, and they've shown up all over the story. So here is my story. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Gabe who loved to have adventures. One day, he went to the park with his mom. While he was playing near the pond, he saw a nest with a lonely egg in it. He thought it would be fun to keep the egg in his room, so he wrapped it up carefully in his scarf to take it home. As he was wrapping it up, 2 ducks, sisters named Mila and Lily, were just coming back to the nest from a walk. "Oh no," Mila shouted. "I told you we shouldn't have left the egg alone." "Look," pointed Lily, "that little boy has the egg." They started to chase after Gabe. "You don't understand, that is a special egg," shouted Mila. Now Gabe, who didn't speak duck, just saw 2 ducks running toward him, quacking angrily. Gabe and his mom jumped in their car and drove away to escape the angry ducks. Lily and Mila flew after the car at a safe distance. When he got home, Gabe tucked the egg safely under his pillow and then went to eat dinner. When Gabe got back to his room, he noticed that the egg had gotten a lot bigger. It was now sticking out from under his pillow. He put some blankets on the floor and carefully moved the egg there. When he went back to his room to get ready for bed, he couldn't believe his eyes. The egg was poking out from under the covers. He carefully rolled it into his closet. Meanwhile, Lily and Mila were waiting outside to see Gabe's bedroom light go out. "We have to get that egg back," whispered Lily. "If it's not back at the end of the rainbow when it hatches, who knows what will happen," replied Mila. They had just flown to Gabe's window when all of a sudden there was a huge crack. Gabe sat up in bed and Mila and Lily let out a giant quack. "Oh no," moaned Mila. "We're too late." Gabe thought the sound had come from his closet. He tiptoed over to his closet and slowly opened his door. He couldn't believe his eyes. There, in his closet, just cracked out of the egg, was a unicorn. Mila and Lily pecked furiously at Gabe's window. "What? Are those the ducks from the pond?" He opened the window and he could suddenly understand the ducks. "Listen, kid, we have to get that unicorn back to the end of the rainbow before someone sees him." They thought about how to disguise the unicorn. "How about sunglasses?" suggested Gabe. No," said Mila. They thought and thought. "This is very bad," said Lily. "Humans can't find out that unicorns actually exist." "Well, there is one thing we could do," Mila said slowly. "It looks like our only choice," answered Lily. Mila rustled around in her feathers and pulled out a fork. Now this wasn't just any fork, it was a magic fork. She looked at Gabe and said, "Next time, please don't pick up eggs from a nest." And then she waved the fork at the unicorn and whispered, "Dingle hopper kaleidoscope bippity pop." All of a sudden, the 2 ducks and the unicorn disappeared, and out of his window, Gabe saw a big flash of light at the end of the rainbow. So you can see we both took really different approaches with our stories, but there you go.
Yeah.
2 different stories. So your job now is to write a mystery sack story, so you can either use the items that we found today in our mystery sack, or you can get someone at home to fill up a mystery sack for you with different items around your house, and you can write your own story. So I'm looking forward to reading those, and have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!